So, today we are going to be looking at an Akizuki game that I had just a few hours ago. Akizuki has always been one of my favorite ships to play in this game, and the last few weeks, as I've been doing a lot of PR farming, trying to finally get myself to 2100 PR, I found myself playing a lot more Akizuki, and I recently, a couple weeks ago, switched Yamamoto to it after I was having a few good Kraken games in it, and since then I've managed to snag a few Krakens with it, and I think I've had 2 7-kill games in the last few weeks. However, this is the game where I finally break the 7-kill barrier for the first time in the 4.5 years that I've played Warships. I think I've had that 7-kill game, probably going on 4 years now. I think I got my first 7-kill game in a Gremmy or Kamikaze probably back in about January, February of 2017. So, start off here. We are in a tier 8 game. We are top tier. There's a CV in the game with a Ranger on their team, a Ryujo on our team. 5 battleships, 4 cruisers, and only 2 destroyers. That to me is the biggest thing at the start of this game, is the lack of destroyers. And the destroyers that are there are not very good against other DDs. The Oland is kind of anemic. The Fubuki, great torpedo. I love the Fubuki. However, other than the torps, it doesn't really scare me too much. And when you're in a ship like the Akizuki, where you want to kind of farm some damage here and there, the more you can avoid the destroyers or get rid of them, the better it is for you. So, it's standard battle. There's no caps here, so I thought about going in front of the island that I am currently going around, but I decided no, if I get caught in there, I could lose too much damage. So I take the long way around and I go around the backside. The one concern I have in this game is we do have 3 fairly good players in this game, with the RNG division headed up by Son MG, who happen to be streaming this game.
Concentrate fire on the target.
And we are all going to the same side. And I realized that very early on, but there's a good chunk of ships coming down this west flank, down the 2 line, that I think that, even if we got a very weak flank on the east side, hopefully we can kind of steamroll the west flank and even it out. I dump my torps here. The Hipper's coming in. He's coming into my torp range. If he comes in close and kind of wants to island camp, or the Oland comes around, hopefully they are able to take those torps there. However, the Hipper, he starts turning out. The Normandy, he's coming into my gun range. I'm basically looking at, I don't want to alert them to the torps here, but I can see the Hipper, he starts to turn in. I thought, maybe. So I'm going to start working on him, because I figured I was going to get spotting from this North Carolina behind me. However, the Hipper goes dark, so I'm then forced to start working on the Vladivostok, who is behind the island a little bit, but I'm able to clear it quite nicely. And we start getting a little bit of damage on him, and we start stacking some fires here. The QE is working into my range just as the Normandy leaves it. I'm kind of concerned about the Oland right now, where he went. If he decided to come around here, I've got to be concerned. There might be torps coming in this direction here. And I'm currently working my ship back and forth, trying to get myself just a little narrower to that area while I work on the ships that appear. Hipper shows up again. He's a weaker target. He doesn't have a heal. We get rid of him. It's better for everybody. The Vlad has got a fire stacked on him right now, and it's ticking away. Hipper goes dark. Back to the Vlad we go, as he's getting worked on by about half the team. But hey, it's a Vlad. It stays alive for a very long time. Olin gets spotted there. I realize I don't gotta worry about the torps. He's been doing circles out on the east side of those islands. Torps are up again, but there's nothing really for me to torp at. The Vlad's not gonna push around. The Normandy and the Queen Elizabeth, not likely. Hipper's running. Olin's not gonna come around. The Vlad's camp on the island, and he's going to occupy the rest of my team's fire until he goes down, so I figure I might as well chip in, and we want to get him down as quickly as possible. Smokescreen is starting to go away. Normandy is spotted. He just fired at me, so I'm like, yeah, might as well toss a few salvos his way. I'm going to go around the island. Hipper's charging down the 1 line, going into the 2 line there. I'm just going to go greet him over there and tell him the good news about the Akizuki DPM. I'm going around the island. Vlad's right there. Hey, might as well chip in, get a few more. He goes down to 500 health. And my shells managed to get him for the first blood. Activate Yamamoto and get an extra consumable. Around the island we go. Throw a few salvos of AP at him just because he has full broadside. First one's pretty good. After that, it's not very good at all. And I should switch to HE, but I don't for a couple more salvos.
The ship is on fire.
At this point, they're running. Olin's running, Huey's running, Normandy's running, Hipper's running. However, we want to get the Hipper down. Oh, we've got him spotted here, so we keep wailing away on him. That being said, I look over at the other side, and I can see that the exact opposite thing is happening over there. Dallas is running, Kansas is running, Turbot B is running. These are unspotted. They're obviously pushing. Hipper manages to torp the North Carolina before the North Carolina gets him down. At this point, I am left with a choice. Do I try to chase after the battleships and the Oland? At this point, I'm thinking they might hold their own there. They're not really running. They're just kind of angling out. And I thought, well, the damage right now is here. I'm going to keep pressuring these guys. I did have Sohn up in the background with his stream, just so I kind of knew what their comms were and what they were thinking. And I can tell that Sohn wants to push towards those 2 battleships. So I kind of want to help him out. And
Engine boost deactivated.
but I kind of see that this push might end up being something bad, and they get into our cap or something like that. However, the Oland gets spotted here. I know if I get rid of the Oland, that is going to be the best thing for our team over here, because those battleships are not likely to turn around and push if they don't have a DD spotting them. Oland manages to beach himself, and I managed to get, I think, about 6 hits on him here before he finally gets out of my firing area. We've got a good push developing here. I don't expect the Normandy and the Queen Elizabeth are going to turn around, and it's going to be very painful for me to try and catch them. So at this point in time, I decide I've got to get over here. I've got to get around this T-61. I've got to stop whatever's coming from here, because these guys are running. I don't know how much health they've got, but this could be dangerous. Fubuki gets spotted on the opposite side of the island from the T-61 by T-61's Hydro.
Reporting the position of a
That is good. We know where he is. I figure we can easily get him down. He's stuck bow in there. The T-61's kind of close to him and might be able to punish him. But my plan is to just go charge the Fubuki down and get rid of him. Thankfully, up until this time, the CV has left me mostly alone. And until closer to the end of the game, he actually leaves me alone for pretty much everything. Our CV is going for the Oland, which is good. He's on very low health, about a third. And our London goes down. I think he got spotted by shooting in smoke too close to that Fubuki. And the Queen Elizabeth makes him pay for it. I think he was dead anyways, but he manages to achieve an extra 10 flags for his troubles. T-61's pinging. Yep, I know T-61. I'm not going to charge with a Makarov right behind there, but the Fubuki is kind enough to come out of the smoke and offer himself up to us. He's angled, getting his torps off towards the T-61. I know I don't have to worry about him right now. And I managed to get the last 210 health off of him and get the kill. At this point, I'm kind of looking around and then realize, oh, I could have shot the Makarov, and no, he's gone now. So my goal is to get out in front of the Makarov in Kansas. I want to get out into here and hopefully kill them as they come around. Hopefully this Kansas turns in, maybe the Leander will as well. And I just want to be able to stop the push. Believe it or not, It is very psychologically damaging to have the DPM of an Akizuki turned on your ship in its full force from a smokescreen, and you are unable to do anything with it. I look at the Makarov and decide, nope, he's dead. No point shooting at him. Crabtimus Prime gets a nice kill there with excellent torps there. Definitely helps us out there. I am in range of the Kansas. I do have a smoke screen, but hey, it's a Kansas. What's going to be shooting at me? Just the Kansas. I figure I can throttle jock him, maybe do some back and forth. We're going to try everything we can to not use my smoke screen. But I do, however, have a Queen Elizabeth shooting at me from back here for whatever reason. Apparently the Ismail wasn't a good enough target. He decided, no, we need to shoot you. And the Dallas is also shooting at me from about here-ish. So at this point in time, I'm looking. This Kansas is just about in range. This Kansas is turning in. He's shooting at me. It's pretty much time to smoke up. And as soon as I see that Leander, I know it's time to smoke up. Unfortunately, at this time, we both popped our smoke screens at the same time. Not very efficient use of smoke screens. Kansas, for whatever reason, turned back in. I don't mind. I will say this, after the Fubuki went down and I was on 2 kills and there was a pile of kills left on the enemy team to be had, I was already looking for the Kraken. I thought, this game is going to be hard to turn around probably. I need a Kraken, I need to get the extra health, I need to get the extra DPM, see what we can do. Biggest problem here, Leander. He's got Hydro, he's got Torps, he's got some wicked AP. If we manage to get spotted, we need to get rid of him. As much as I'd like to farm the Kansas, get the damage off of him, we need to kill the Leander. Leander manages to dodge all the torps from Crabtimus Prime there. Switch to some AP, get a few pins, nothing great. So we switch back to the HE. At this point in time, I see the Dallas. He's creeping up to the island around us, and I get hydroed. All I know is he's there. I don't know what. He's likely coming around this way. But I've been hydroed. I need to get close to the island to be able to play Ring Around the Rosie with him. And that's going to be my best chance of dodging CV. I see him possibly popping around. I know I'm not going to hit with those torps, but I just want some time. I just want him to realize I've sent torps. Stop. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get around the island. And I just want to be able to get rid of this Kansas first. Unfortunately, Crabtimus Prime goes down to the Dallas. He was not as lucky as I was and able to get around the island. The CV continues to focus me, and the Normandy starts shooting at me as well. But we just keep working on this Kansas. Our Kansas is doing a good job. He's kind of kiting away, doing whatever he can. Ships are now even. However, their map positioning is much better. Their HP, however, is not. So I'm at 4 kills right now. I keep watching that Dallas, seeing if he's going to poke around, how he's going to poke around. He's got Hydra up. I know I'm not going to be very successful with Torps. Angles and Akizuki aren't great to begin with. But I need to just get... I need to keep the time on my side and keep him from pushing around on me, because the Normandy is going to pop up in front of me eventually. But he pushes a little too far. He had to angle to the Kansas, and the Kraken is achieved. Hello, 48% more health, and hello, DPM. Normandy is pushing in. Normandy is a pretty soft target. I am basically licking my lips at this opportunity right now. And the poor Normandy. However, I'm in a pickle. I have no spotting on him. I've got to basically induce him to shoot. And I see him shoot there. Pop the smoke immediately. and start going to town on him. Look at the DPM that Yamamoto gives. It is absolutely insane. I want to give myself a few extra puffs of smoke, so I do get myself spotted there. However, stop, and then I'm able to start backing up. However, he goes down very quickly for the 6th kill. Kansas is chasing our Kansas. He's only got 7,300. Should be an easy kill. Game is in the bag at this time. I'm looking at it. Hey, I can get a 7-kill game. The Normandy is very polite in chat. A lot more polite than I probably would have been after being subjected to that kind of DPM with the unbroken ship and captain that the Yamamoto Akizuki combo is. The Kansas gets unlucky with his shots. The last 300 health goes to me. I get the 7th kill. And hey, where's the Ranger? I might as well go for the 8th kill. So, like I said before, 7 kills I have achieved in this game quite a few times. I know I have 2 in the Grammy, 1 in the Kamikaze, 1 in the Nicola. Wow, I used to be quite the seal clubber. I do have 1 in the Gallant. I do have 1 in, well, a couple in the Akizuki. And there's a few more I'm forgetting that aren't in quite so OP of ships. So, Ranger gets spotted. He is heading towards me. The only thing between me and the Ranger kill is somebody else killing him and the Turpets somehow capping out before we are able to kill the Ranger. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's Ranger. He melts to Akizuki HE. So, the Turpets nicely takes off a good third of his health, and I start the Rainbow of Shells. Semi-reminiscent of a Skittles commercial. He is now tasting the rainbow. Citadel start coming in there. I am kind of concerned that the Turpets might get the kill. However, shells miss, and the 8th kill goes to me. 8 kills. Awesome game. I was very happy to be able to cross that one off. It's been a long time since I had the 7-kill game. Broke the record the first time with a 7-kill game. It's been a long time. Been trying a lot of times to get the 8-kill game. Let's take a look at the post-game screen. And here we go. So we ended the game with, of course, the 8 kills. 211k damage, which is now my Akizuki record. Nowhere close to being my tier 8 record. That would be 301k in the Massachusetts, which you can also watch on this channel. 5 citadels on the Ranger. Only 9 fires because I'm running IFHE, which doesn't really help me in a top tier game, but really helps me in a tier 10 game. Came in with 2,681 base XP, which is pretty good, 1,100 over the second place team or player on my team. 8 kills, which was 46k to the Vladivostok, a lot of that due to several fires. 35 and 30k to the 2 Kansases that were charging our cap. 29k to the Ranger at the end of the game, and 19k to that Leander that ended up charging me and grabbed him as prime. The Normandy, I was able to get 15k between the initial volleys in the beginning of the game and finally when I killed him. And again, as well as 5,000 damage to the Dallas with that single torp, 3,800 to the Fubuki who came out of smoke, and then 24,000 to the Hipper that we farmed at the beginning of the game, and a mere 2k to the Oland. And if you're interested in how much currency I was able to get in this game, not a pile. I wasn't running all the flags. I'm just running the regular economic flags. And anyways, that does it for my 8-kill Akizuki game. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and kind of the thinking behind how I was playing during the game. If you're interested and want to see more of this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys, and have a Merry Christmas.